Check it 1 2. 1 2. Check it. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Okay. Zach, you're pissing me off.
Right here? Okay.
There you are. What's up? Here we go. All right, just whenever you're ready, we're already underway. They started us a little bit early, so whenever you can hit that opener, just shut off the song and do that, and we'll be ready to go. That'll work. Good afternoon, Blue Comet fans. Coming to you live here this afternoon from Coffeyville. We're at LeClaire Park, just underway here. Lady Blue Comet softball taking on the Lady Tornadoes of Coffeyville. And we'll get to it here. We got 2-1 to Cassandra Eubanks, who's in the batter's box now. That's up on the inside. Goes 3-1 to her. Taylor Thompson led off with a single for the Lady Blue Comet. She stands over at first. First pitch she saw, drove it into center field. Cassandra Eubanks will be the Lady Blue Comet pitcher today. And she stands with a 3-1 count, trying to move Taylor off of first. 3-1 to her from the pitcher Morgan. That's in there for a strike call. Full count. it'll be a full count as Eubank stands in. Pitch on the way from Morgan. And here we go. That's low on the inside. It is ball 4. So the first two on here for Lady Blue Comets here at the start of the ball game in the first inning. And it will be KB, Corey Babcock, come to the plate. So Morgan in the circle. You got Spear behind the deck, behind the dish. You got Rooks at first, Rooks at second, Holman at short, Leedy at third. We'll have a Rooks in left, Reardon in center, and Coombs, 14 coming in. That's going to be Wagner's going to come in and run for Eubanks. So Wagner comes in to be the runner for Cassandra Eubanks. Getting on the base on balls. Here comes KB to the plate. Runners at first and second. Trying to get the Lady Blue Comets on the board here quickly. Underway in game 1. KB steps in. First pitch. Morgan Ness in there for a strike call. 0-1 to her. Beautiful day. Looks like the good folks of Coffeyville got a little more rain than we did here in Chanute, but got the fields looking really, really nice here. I know they worked on them really, really hard, so they look good out here in Coffeyville. So it's a 0-1 to KB. She stands in. There's a shot. It's going to be high into a left center field. Going over on it, and it's going to get between the fielders out there. So coming around to score. Taylor Thompson's around third. Coming into second. It's going to be Wagner, and it's a double for KB. And it's a RBI as the Lady Blue Comets get on the board first here. 1-0. Wagner now over at third, standing in. Over at second is KB on the second hit. So here comes Taylor Thompson, Madison Thompson to the plate for Lady Blue Comets with the runners in scoring position. 1-0 Lady Comets here, top of the first. Pitch on the way from Morgan. On the inside, low. Spear catches it back off the backstop, gets it back in, and it's ball 1. So Maddie T stands in 1-0. Trying to get a hit and play a little add-on here before we get that first out. Maddie stands in 1-0 to her. Morgan with the pitch. That's shot down third baseline. Oh, just foul. Watch out down there. Hot shot down the third baseline. It's a 1-1. So Lady Comets take an early 1-0 lead here on the RBI double by KB. And in the box down, Maddie T stands in. Runners in scoring position and a 1-1 count. Morgan in the circle has the sign she likes. Here's the pitch. Maddie drives that out, and it'll be down into left field. Right at the left fielder. Get it in there. Good line drive shot there. Good job there by Rooks to get it in. But it's an RBI single for Maddie T and the Lady Blue Comets lead it now 2-0. Babcock over to third. And Maddie on over at first. Now runners on the corners here for Lady Blue Comets. 3 hits, bringing in 2 runs. And Blue Comets lead at 2-0. Here's Rachel Jackets. And we may get a... So we're going to get a courtesy runner here for the catcher. Custon Border will be in there running for Maddie T. So stepping in, Rachel Jacket. Runners on the corners. That's low. No throw down as Custom Border goes over to a second. Running for Maddie. So it's ball 1 here to Jacket. So runners in scoring position, second and third. Blue Comets lead at 2-0. And threatening with more here, still no outs in the top of the first. Pitch on the way from Morgan. That's fouled back to the screen for a 1-1 count. So 1-1 now the count. To Jacket, she stands in. Forget you can check us out online at KIZ.biz. See the live stream there. All right, back in goes Rachel Jacket. 1-1 the count. Runners ready to take their leave here. No outs. Blue Comets up 2-0. That's a shot out into left field. Oh, it is a fair ball. It is a fair ball. 1 run comes in. KB comes in. Coming around the score is going to be Custom Border. She'll go in, and it'll be a 2 RBI double as it gets a ground roll double is what it's going to be called here for Jacket. So the double brings in 2 more, and the Lady Blue Comets now lead at 4-0 here on 4 hits into the top of the first. And here comes Kara Drake, who's the Lady Blue Comets pitcher. But Coach Hernandez has been holding her out here a little bit, let her arm feel a little bit better as we get ready for playoff action coming up next week. Here's Kara standing in, bases empty, still no outs, and 4-0 Lady Blue Comets. Morgan sends it in as ball 1. Sorry, Rachel Jacket over a second. My apologies. So it's 1-0 here to Drake as Kara stands right back in. Kara definitely will be the starting pitcher for Lady Blue Comets Monday at home in their first round matchup a couple weeks from now. That's on the inside. It's now 2-0 here to Kara. Lady Blue Comets will host the regional at Santa Fe Park Monday the 14th and Tuesday the 15th. Great teams coming in for that. And Blue Comets trying to get into that third seed. Don't think they can make the second, but they definitely can get into that third seed. 2-0 to Kara. Up on the inside, that hits her on the foot. And hit by the pitch. And the Lady Blue Comets have runners now at first and second. So here comes Bree Campbell to the plate, the designated player. So Bree steps up here with Sophie Emling on a deck. Emling more likely will be the pitcher in game number 2. Pitched very well against Indy last week. There's a shot by Bree right at the shortstop. Shortstop comes up, Reardon gets over to third, and a nice job there by Ritter, and they go 6-5, round number 1. Drake ends up over at second, and Campbell on the fielder's choice over at first. So runners now at first and second here with 1 out. So here comes Sophie Emling to the plate with 1 out. And runners at first and second for the Blue Comets. So Sophie steps in here with a chance now to drive in some runs. Morgan delivers. Foul ball, heads up, heads up. Foul ball, out of play. Nice facility here. I like the way that they have the awnings on top of the bleachers and things here. Very nice here at LeClaire Park, the way they've done it. A lot of shade for the fans. Nice place here in Coffeyville. 0-1 to Emling after the foul ball. Here's Morgan to the plates. That's in there for a strike call. Nice pitch there by Morgan. It's 0-2. Just on the inside corner. Sophie taking a look at it now. Checks in with Coach Hernandez down the third baseline. Coach Jacket down the first base side. Back into the box goes Sophie. She's 0-2 at the plate. Here's the pitch. Just outside. 1-2. So that 1-2 count. As Sophie steps back in. And Morgan looking for that second out here, but 1-2 to Emling. She's looking to put the ball in play. That's going to hit her on the knee, so hit by the pitch. Bases full of Lady Blue Comets here in the first, and it's Riley Donovan to the plate. So Donovan comes up, the bases full. 4-0 Lady Blue Comets. Let me get your score right on the live stream feed here. So in goes Donovan, the 9th hitter at the plate here in this inning. Up on the inside, that's going to hit her on the leg. So that walks in the run, making it a 5-0 ball game. Bases stay full. And to the top of the order we go as Taylor Thompson comes in. Bases full, and it's now 5-0 Lady Blue Comets. So Tater led off the game with a single, scored the first run for the Blue Comets on that double by Babcock. Stands in here. And Morgan delivers. Shot over to the right side. It's going to get out of play. And strike 1. So Thompson, top of the order. Second time to plate here in the inning. Only 1 out still. Lady Blue Comets looking to play a little add-on here with only 1 out. Timeout, timeout, timeout. Got a ball coming in. So we'll get the foul balls in here. Now ready to go. Thompson checks in with Hernandez down the third base line. Ready to go as Thompson steps back in. Tater. 0-1 to her, and Morgan delivers. Up high outside. It's a 1-1 count. Lady Blue Comets will be hosting that regional, but Coffeyville not in it the way Coffeyville is in it on the baseball side in Altamont. So they'll be in that Fort Scott regional, I do believe. 1-1 to Taylor. Thompson drives that out into the right center field, and it will get down and all the way to the fence. 1 run comes in. Here comes another, and that's going to be a 3-run double for Taylor Thompson. Well, Lady Blue Comets open it up here to an 8-0 lead on the 3-run double. They cleared the base pads. So here comes Cassandra Eubanks to the plate on another big hit here into the inning by the Lady Blue Comets. So we got a timeout here as coach having a little chat out in the circle. As the Comets jump out here quick to an 8-0 lead as Cassandra Eubanks comes to the plate. 5 hits, no errors so far, only 1 out. As Morgan will be in the circle, see if she can get Cassandra, who walked her first time up, and she will step back to the plate here for the second time in the first inning. So the meeting over in the circle and down the third baseline. Back in the box, Eubanks steps in. She'll have Taylor Thompson over at second. And here we go as Eubanks ready to go. Morgan with the pitch. High. Oh, call strike 1. So 0-1 to her as KB will be on deck. She had that RBI, 2 RBI. Double her first time up. She stands in 0-1. Blue Comets are playing right behind us. Let's see if we can get a score coming up here in a while. That's the third base line right there to Alidi. She'll set it over to first to get her there, 5-3. Moving over to the third, that's out number 2. So here comes KB to the plate. She'll have Thompson over at third as Babcock steps in. Double, RBI double, 2 RBI double her last time at the plate. Steps up here. And with 2 outs, faces Morgan the second time. On the inside, ball 1. So 1-0 here to KB. Trying to bring Thompson in there. See if play a little add-on here. It's already 8-0 top of the work first. 1-0 to Babcock. Morgan outside, goes 2-0. The 2-0 count. Freshman KB. Corey Babcock steps right back in, ready to go. Madison Thompson will be on deck. Taylor's over there at third. 2-0 to Babcock. Pitch on the way. That's a high fly ball. Heads up over here. Heads up. Foul ball. It's 2-1 now. We'll get everybody set up here. That's right back behind the screen. KB now ready to go. Morgan getting a new sign from Spear. And it's 2-1 to Corey. Here's the pitch. That's low, making it a 3-1 count. So 3-1 to her. Trying to get on here from Maddie, who's on deck. Lady Blue Comet third baseman steps back in with that 3-1 count. So KB ready to go against Morgan. Here's the pitch from her. That's up high for ball 4. So runners on the corners here for the Lady Blue Comets as Maddie T comes back to the plate. Single her first time up. And scored a run. So she'll step up here now. Lady Blue Comet catcher. Trying to continue inning with 2 outs and an 8-0 lead for Lady Blue Comets. Maddie steps right back in. Runners on the corners. Taylor over at third. KB over at first. Good job by Spear to keep that in front of her. It's ball 1. Blue Comets playing over behind us. Can't really see the scoreboard there, folks. It is way out in center field from us. See if we can't get a score coming up between innings. All right, 1-0 to Thompson. Spraying around the bunt low on the inside. It's a 2-0 count. Going down to second there is Babcock. So runners in scoring position second and third as Maddie back in with 2-0 counts. And Morgan delivers. That's a shot out into left field, and it'll get over the left fielder's head onto the fence. There's 1 run in. 2 runs come in. Maddie T going in. She'll stand up with a 2 RBI double, and it's now a 10-0 ball game here in the first. Maddie T's 2 RBI double cleared in the base pads, and that'll bring up Rachel Jackett to the plate. Jacket steps up here. She'll have Maddie T over in scoring position at second base. Lady Blue Comet bats coming alive here in this one. Oh. Okay, so here we go as Rachel Jacket steps back in. That's in there for a strike on the outside. It's just 0-1. Running out there for Lady Blue Comets for Thompson is going to be Custenborder. She's out there second. 0-1 to Rachel. She had a double her first time up. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away from Spear going down to third. Nice job by Custenborder. Sliding into third. She's in there. Lady Blue Comets once again another runner in scoring position. As Rachel Jacket steps back up here. 0-2 with 2 outs. Jacket in, ready to go. Keep this inning alive here. Outside, it's a 1-2 count. The 1-2 count to her, Rachel. Step right back in, trying to get Custenborder. Courtesy running for Maddie T over at third. Here's the 1-2 pitch. On the inside, Custenborder going to try to run it in. Here comes a tag. Oh, she's safe at home. Oh, it was a close play there. She just does get in on the wild pitch at home. And boy, I tell you, that was a close play, but she just gets in there. Lady Blue Comets now get it at 11. First error. 11-0 here into the first. It's 2-2 to Rachel Jacket now. Close play there at the plate, but they called her safe. Jacket, 2-2. Heads up, heads up, heads up. Foul ball. Rachel staying alive at the plate. Foul ball there, making it 2-2 count. So Jacket back in after the foul ball. It's 2-2. And base is empty here. That's a shot right there to third baseman. Nice job by Leedy to knock it down. She'll make a good throw and go 5-3. But the Lady Blue Comets do a lot of damage here in this first inning as they get 7 hits and they bring in 11 runs with 1 error on the ball game here for Coffeyville. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Spear, Rooks, and Reardon on their way to the plate. Z95.3. And we're back here as we get ready to go to the bottom of the first inning. Lady Blue Comets bring 14 to the plate. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 to the plate, 7 hits. Brings in 11 runs with 1 error on that first inning there for the Lady Blue Comets. So a good lead here to see if they can get a 3-3 down and keep those bats rolling. It will be Spears, Rooks, and Reardon the first 3 up here. Facing Cassandra Eubanks into the circle. Maddie T behind the dish. Kara Drake over at first. Taylor Thompson over at second. Rachel Jackson at third. Short. KB at third. Sophie Imling in the left. Donovan in the center. And Lewis is your right fielder for the Lady Blue Comets. First pitch. Steerack 1 here to the catcher. Spear. 0-1 to her as Rooks will be on deck. Spear, the catcher. 0-1 right back in. Cassandra, the senior, sends that one in, and it's a foul ball. Nice try there by Drake chasing after it in the foul ground. It's 0-2. So 0-2 here to Spear. And Eubanks looking for that first out. Lady Blue Comets senior. In the circle today. That one's just a bit on the outside for ball one. See if she can get her to chase that one, but not going to. Too far behind her. All right, 1-2 there. That's Casinda. Eubanks right back in, ready to go. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Just outside, making it a 2-2 count. Kara Drake, Lady Blue Comets normal starting first pitcher, and arm just a little tired, says Coach Hernandez. Just going to let her hang out here and get ready for her for the playoffs. There's a shot, left side. She got all of that one. Fouls it away. It's 2-2. So more than likely we'll see Casinda here in first game, and we'll see Sophie Imling in game number 2. And carry that break. They won't play again until next Thursday at Fort Scott. 2-2 to the leadoff hitter here for the Lady Gold Tornadoes. Just outside and runs the count full. Full count to the leadoff here. All right, little timeout on field. Now we're ready to go. Here's the full count. Right behind us here. Foul ball. All right, it remains a full count here. Spear steps right back in, fighting them off here. Trying to get something started for the Lady Golden Tornadoes. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. Leadoff hitter on.
Up next for Coffeyville, number 4, Jordan Rose.
So a good at-bat there for the catcher Spears as Rooks, the left fielder, steps to the plate here. 3 Rooks on the starting lineup for Lady Tornadoes. And she'll step in here with a runner on first, no outs. Eubanks to the plate. That's in there for a strike call. Quick snap down to first. Oh, just barely getting in there. And Rooks 0-1. Nice try there by Maddie and Drake. Trying to catch her leaning off a little bit. Just gets her in there. Reardon will be on deck as Rooks steps back in here with an 0-1 count. Eubanks high 1-1. 1-1 count. Just outside. It goes 2-1. So Rooks looking to take one here. And swing and a miss. And again, nice job there by Eubanks. A little off. Some off that one came out. The bottom came out of it. Rooks went after it. So it's a 2-2 count. Look for that first out. Got a runner over at first. We're in the bottom of the first inning here. Lady Blue Comets lead at 11-0. And a big top of the first inning for the Comets. 2-2 to Rooks. Back in she goes. That's high for ball 3. So full count once again. And Eubanks to the plate. Fly ball. Going to be shallow. And a nice job there. Second by Thompson. And a quick throw back over to first. Gets away from Drake, but getting back in there is Spears. But a nice job, Lady Blue Comets, keeping her over at first. Taylor Thompson with a great play at second, out number 1. Here comes Reardon to the plate, the center fielder. Run over first and 1 out. Steps up here. Reardon ready to go. Eubanks delivers. It's a shot right back up the middle there. And a little runner just off the dirt having to come in as center fielder Donovan have to come in and get it, but it is a base hit. So runners down first and second. So here comes Holman to the plates. A shortstop will step up. So Holman steps in here now. Runners at first and second. 1 out. Blue Comets. Casinda Eubanks in with strike number 1. First pitch strike to all 3 hitters so far. Eubanks ready to go to Reardon. Over at first, Holman. With an 0-1 to her. Outside, 1-1. So it'll be a 1-1 count. Holman stands in. Pitch coming to her. Fly ball in the infield. It's going to be Rachel Jacket there. They're going to get a double play there at second. Nice job as Holman flies out to the shortstop for out number 2. And Spear leading off over there, and they get her on the 6-4 for the third out on the double play. So one hit, they leave one. No errors by the Lady Blue Comets, and no runs come in. We will go to the second inning. It's 11-0. Lady Blue Comets lead it. It'll be Drake, Campbell, and Emling to the plate. We come back, Z95.3. I meant to take that one out of there, man. We can't. Let's not play the Caddyshack anymore, okay? No problem, man. I should have took it out of there. They closed us. I forgot all about it. Yep. I know. I love that place. Right? And we are back here ready to go to the second inning. It is a 11-0 lead for your Lady Blue Comets here. And coming to the plate, the middle of the order for the Blue Comets. They really got those hits working there in the top half of the inning. See if they can just keep it up here as they will place Morgan into the circle for the second inning. It will be Kara Drake, who was hit by a pitch and scored a run to start in her first time at the plate. Let's take strike one here in inning number 2. 47 pitches now, 2 base on balls, 7 hits, 11 runs, 10 of those charged to Morgan here. That's on the inside as it's a 1-1 count here to Drake. On the one error that did bring in a run. Actually, that was an error on the pitcher, so I'm sorry that it is all 11 runs charged to the pitcher Morgan. Here we go. And Drake going to run out of there. Another nice stab there by Leedy at third, and she'll make a good play, go 5-3 and get the out. That's a couple times she's made a good shot there at the hot corner down there for the Lady Golden Tornadoes. Here comes Bree Campbell, the designated player. She reached on a fielder's choice her first time at the plate. 1 out, nobody on here in the second. So Bree in with 1 out, nobody on. There's a little runner right out front. Having to cut up on it is Leedy, and that's going to be Bree running it out. Nice job getting down the line. Campbell runs out to the little slow infield hit. And the Blue Comets have a runner on here with an out. Here comes Sophie Emling to the plate. Sophie hit by a pitch her first time up. And Bree excited down the first base line. She should be busting butt down the line. That's the way to get down the line, Bree. All right, so she's on. Here's Sophie Emling at the plate. Riley Donovan in the deck, on deck for Lady Blue Comets. Here's Emling ready to go. Foul ball on the left side, 0-1 to her. So Sophie runs it down the third base line. Beautiful afternoon for some softball and baseball here in Coffeyville today. I tell you what, it's going to be a beautiful weekend, folks. 0-1 to Emling. She goes right back in, and Morgan with a sign from Spear. And the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Sophie trying to give that outside pitch there. Comes up empty. 0-2 to her. With 1 out. Campbell standing over at first. Hustling down the line for a single in the infield. Riley Donovan on deck. Sophie back in. 0-2 to her. As she gets that one, it'll get out into left field, and it'll be runners at first and second for the Lady Blue Comets here into the second inning. Back-to-back hits for the Comets here. Coming to the plate now, Riley Donovan. She was hit by a pitch her first time up, so Riley steps in here with runner in score position over at second and a runner over at first. So here's Donovan, the number 9 hitter on the lineup for Lady Blue Comets. Checks in with Coach Hernandez down the third baseline. Coach Ratchet Goes jacket down the first baseline. That's low on the inside, and another good job there by Spear staying in front of it. Donovan takes ball one. 1-0 to her. As Donovan comes back in. And Morgan with the sign she likes. Here's the pitch to Riley. Just outside. It's a 2-0 count. So 2-0 count here. And Donovan right back in. Riley ready. Strike called on the outside edge. 2-1. So Donovan right back in. And here's Morgan now with the sign she likes. Here's the pitch from her. That's a shot, and that'll get past Leedy at third and out into left field. And Rafa Rooks' glove in farther past her. Here's Campbell coming around to score. Coming on in here now. Here's a play at the plate. It'll be safe at home. And now go back to third. Nice job running there is Riley Donovan. She ends up at third. So Lady Blue Comets bring in 2 runs on the double by Donovan. So 2 more come in to make it 13-0 here. So in nice running by Riley, heads over to third base. Top of the order, Taylor Thompson to the plates. Taylor comes up. She's 2 for 2. Single, double, scoring a couple runs. And see if she has the opportunity for a cycle here today. Here she goes. Foul ball over to the right side, left side, out of play. Heads up over there. Woo, just off of the screen. Everybody's okay. That was awful close to somebody there. 0-1 on the foul ball. I think everybody's all right. That was close. It just hit right off the edge of that shade there. Just come down around on folks right there in that front row. 0-1 to Taylor. Standing over at third is Donovan on her 2 RBI double. Beginning of the 13-0 ball game is Taylor back in, 0-1 count to her after the foul ball. Here's Morgan with the delivery, up high, 1-1. So with the 1-1 count, Lady Blue Comets play a little add-on here. Fixing your score on the live stream. Check out the live stream, KINZ.biz. Taylor comes back in with a 1-1 count. Pitch on the way. That's a shot back up the middle. That's an RBI single here for Taylor Thompson, and she's on first with her 3rd hit of the afternoon. And it is now a 14-0 ball game as Donovan comes in on the RBI single, 4th hit. Here comes Cassandra Eubanks to the plates for the Lady Comets. Cassandra trying to help her own cause with Taylor standing over at first. So she'll stand in here, ready to face Morgan. And first pitch on the way to her. That's a runner there. Oh, the head just took a crazy bounce right there in front of Reardon and gets into left field. And it's a base hit. Runners now at first and second. So runners now at first and second. We're going to get Wagner running for Eubanks over there at first. So here comes KB to the plates. So KB will stand in here. She's got a double and a base on balls her 2 times at the plate today. Steps in here with a shot down the third baseline, and Levy getting a handle on it and knocks it down, but it knocks it into foul ground, but it is fair because she hit it in fair ground. Nice try there by Leedy, but it is a hit, and the Lady Blue Comets have the bases full. Here in the second, once again on the 5th hit, Lady Blue Comets. Here comes Maddie T to the plate. Maddie stepping up. She's 2 for 2. A few RBIs under her credit today as well. Blue Comets already lead 14-0. Maddie steps in and the pitch on the way. That's a shot there, and it'll get out into left field. There's 1 run coming in. The 2nd run on the way. Here's a throw at the plate, and it's safe at home. Watch out there. Wagner coming in there a little hot. And Wagner comes in and scores. So 2 more runs come in here for Lady Blue Comets. 16-0 as Maddie has our 3rd hit, and she's over at first. Over at second goes Babcock. And we're going to get a timeout on the field here as Coffeyville may be making a change at the pitcher position. We'll see how it goes. The Lady Blue Comets have now busted it up into 16-0 here in the second, and it looks like we will get a change in the circle. So we're going to take a 1-minute break. We'll send it back to the studio. We'll make the change here on Z95.3. Give me another one after this one. And we're back here as we get ready to go, and it will be the new pitcher will be Rooks. Will come over from second base, swapping places there with pitcher Morgan. So Rooks now steps in, and she'll face Rachel Jacket here with 1 out in the bottom of the second. Jacket takes strike 1 to her, 0-1. So Rooks comes in with runners over at first and second. It'll be Babcock at second. And it'll be Custom Border running for Thompson over at first. So 0-1 here. That's low for a 1-1 count. So the 1-1 count to Rachel. She comes right back in. Trying to move the runners around. Only 1 out here in the second for the Blue Comets. And that's a foul ball back to the screen. It's a 1-2 count. Rooks coming in here under relief, trying to shut down the Lady Blue Comets, who have put up 12 hits, 16 runs on Coffeyville here in the first inning and a third. So 1-2 to Jacket. That's a shot out into left field, and it will hook, and it will go foul ball. Rachel trying to straighten one out of Lady Blue Comets. Shortstop, straighten one out here as they get back in after the foul ball. And it's a 1-2 count with Kira Drake on deck. As Jacket stands in, the 1-2 pitch. Now from Rooks to the plate. Fly ball over there on the right side in foul ground. Good job there by Rooks. She'll come down with the play. That is out. Number 2. So here comes Kira Drake to the plate. 2 outs and 2 on. As Drake steps up here, she is 0 for 1 and has been hit by a pitch, scored a run, her 2 times at the plate. Facing Rooks for the first time with runners at first and second. Babcock at second. Curtis Renner, Custom Border over at first. Inside, ball 1. So 1-0 to her. Bree Campbell will be on deck. If Kara can get on, here's the 1-0 pitch now. Drake ready to go. 1-0 to her. That's in there for a strike call. 1-1. That's pitched there by Rooks right down the pipe. Forget you can check us out on our live stream at KINZ.biz. Drake swing and a miss. It's now 1-2. Kara, I'm going to give that one a ride. Just out in front of it, now 1-2. So trying to advance the runners here with 2 outs. Drake steps in. The 1-2 pitch to her. That's low, goes 2-2. On deck, Bree Campbell if Kara can get on. Game number 1 here, and a very important game for Lady Blue Comets. They need to win here, and they need Altamont to lose a couple of games, Labette County. Get that number 3 seed into their regional that they will host 14th and 15th in Chanute at Santa Fe Park. That's a shot right back up the middle. And going to hold everybody up, and Drake is on with a base hit. And the bases will be full. Lady Blue Comets with Bree Campbell coming to the plate. So Bree will come to the plate here. She's 1 for 1, reaching on a fielder's choice her 2 times at the plate, scoring a couple runs, hustled down the line to beat an infield hit yet. And her last at bat. Steps in here, bases full, 2 outs. Facing Rooks. That's low, getting underneath Spear, and she'll get it back quickly. And it's ball 1 to her. 1-0 to Campbell. Steps right back in. Let's put the ball in play here with the bases full of Lady Blue Comets right now. 1-0 to her. On the inside, goes 2-0. So Rooks back in the circle on the rubber, ready here. Sign from Spears, the 2-0 pitch to Campbell. Swing and a miss for Bree. It's 2-1. As Bree steps right back in. The 2-1 count. Sophie Emling on deck if Bree can get on. Here's the pitch to her. On the inside goes 3-1. So with a 3-1 count, Bree not wasting any time. A little practice swing, right back in she goes. Go on here, maybe get the walk in a run here as Rooks delivers. Fly ball on the infield. Spear calling for it. Her and Rooks. Oh, collision there. Good thing. Not too much of a collision, but Spear comes up with it. A nice play by the catcher here, and she gets the final out. The Lady Blue Comets do get 6 hits. They leave 3. They bring in 5 more runs, and no errors there by the Golden Tornadoes, but it will be a 16-0 ball game as we go to the 3rd inning. Lady Blue Comets lead at 16-0. Rooks and Morgan on the way to play. We come back Z95.3. All righty, we're back here ready to go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. That's where we are. It will be Rooks, the first baseman. And Rooks, the now pitcher. And Morgan, first 3 up here. Face Cassidy Eubanks. Eubanks, 3-1. She had 18 pitches, no strikeouts, 1 base on balls, and 1 hit in her 1 inning of work. Starts Rooks, the first baseman, 0-1. Back in she goes. Here's the pitch. Up high outside, it's a 1-1 count. All right, 1-1 count as Rooks sends that one foul over to the left side. It'll get out of play for a 1-2 count. So it's 1-2 to the first baseman. Coach Stanley down the third baseline. 1-2 to her first baseman. Slow ball. 2-2. So the first baseman Rooks right back in. 2-2 count to her. Eubanks swing and miss for the strikeout. That is out number 1. First strikeout here for Gacinda. So here's Rooks. Started off at second, now moved over to the pitching position. 1 out, nobody on. Stands in, trying to help her own cause here. Put some people on the base pads here for the Lady Gold Tornadoes. First pitch on the inside, ball 1 to her. 1-0. So with 1-0 counts, Eubanks sign from Maddie ready to go. Here's the 1-0 pitch just outside. It'll go 2-0. So we can't find out a score of the Blue Comets here coming up shortly. 2-0 to Rooks. And now Eubanks to the plate. That's a shot, and it'll be a little run there. Eubanks out of the circle, goes 1-3. Over to Drake for out number 2. So 2 outs here.
Up next for Coffeyville, number 10, Shelby Coons.
Coons. She will be the second baseman there. As Morgan, starting pitcher. Now out of the lineup. Coons takes strike 1. 2 outs, nobody on. Strike 1 from Eubanks. Casinda's faced 7 batters now. First pitch strike, every one. Pretty good. 0-1 here to Coon. That's going to hit her on the leg. Got away from Casinda there. And talk about her first pitch strikes, and then she hits somebody, puts them on. Here comes Coons, the right fielder, Sydney Coons. She'll step up here. Checking in Coach Stanley down the third base line as we have 2 outs to the Lady Blue Comets. They put a runner on here after being hit by the pitch as we're in the bottom of the second. And Eubanks, ball 1 to her. Just outside, 1-0. So right fielder Coons steps right back in, 1-0 count. And that gets away from Maddie. And it's 2-0. As runner takes off and goes to second. On the wild pitch. So Coons first batter to step up here. That didn't get a first pitch strike from Eubanks. 2-0. 3-0. So Casinda now 3-0 to the right fielder here. They have a runner in scoring position over at second. And that's a little runner right back out. Eubanks, she'll handle it herself. Go to Drake, 1-3. So Lady Blue Comets take them down here with no hits. So they leave 1 and no errors. And no runs come in. We will go to the third inning. It will be Emling, Donovan, and Thompson to the plate. Lady Blue Comets lead at 16-0, Z95.3. And we're back here as we go to the third inning. It will be Sophie Emling stepping to the plate. She's 1-for-1 hit by a pitch and scored 2 runs in her 2 times at the plate. So Sophie stands up here in the third inning, ready to face Rooks. And Sophie ready to go. First pitch on the way from Rooks. That's in there for a strike call. 0-1. Sophie. Let me get something started here in the third inning. She'll step in here with an 0-1 count. Rooks delivers. 5-ball. It's up. Out of play behind us. 0-2 here to Sophie. Wow. Well, I tell you, that's the second fly ball from the baseball field that is pretty close to us over here. It has hit the infield of the Lady Blue Comets over here, the third baseman, Leedy. Well, that one's awful close to her. All right, 0-2 now to Emling after we get all the foul balls off the field. I thought we were close in Erie, but, I mean, there's still some separation here, but, yeah, chance for foul balls to fly to both sides. 0-2 to Sophie. She's back in. And the pitch on the way. Sends that back to the screen. Stays 0-2. So some good stuff going on over there for the Blue Comets. As you see, they're up to bat, so hopefully they're bringing in some runs. And after this inning, we'll run over there and see if we can't get a score from somebody, see what's going on. 0-2 to Emily. She stands back in after the foul ball. And trying to get it started here in the third for the Lady Comets. Leading it 16-0. Staying away from it, Sophie does. That's high for ball one. 1-2. Like Rooks tried to get her to chase it that one. Sophie not going for it. So with a 1-2 count, Emling back in. Here's the pitch to her. That's up high. It's 2-2. Another big hit for the Blue Comets. It looks like they get runners on the corners over there. Maybe bases full for the Blue Comets over there. All right, so it is a 2-2 count to Sophie. She's back in. Here's the pitch on the way. Low on the inside call. Strike 3. And that is out number 1. First strikeout here by Coffeyville pitching. Here comes Riley Donovan to the plate. She had an RBI, 2 RBI double, and hit by a pitcher 2 times at the plate today. Stepping in here. Up high, ball 1. So the 1-0 count to her. Top of the order, Tater Thompson on deck. 1 out, nobody on. Riley stands in. Pitch from Rooks. That's low, making it 2-0. Coach Hernandez with the sign down the third base line. 2-0 to Donovan. She comes back into the plate. Going to join Coach Jacket down the first baseline. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a call. Stu Reich. It's 2-1. We got Jake Fiskus at bats with the bases full for Blue Comets over there. 2-1 to Donovan. Pitch on the way. That's a shot right there to shortstop. Nice job there by Reardon. Comes up and goes 6-3 for round number 2. Reardon right there with the play. Top of the order comes Tater Thompson. Tater's 3 for 3. A couple singles and a double. A few RBIs to her credit. And scoring 3 runs here so far into this one. Steps up here with a 16-0 lead. Nobody on, 2 outs here in the top of the third. Thompson. Pitch coming. Strike 1 call. So an 0-1 to Tater. As Cassandra will be on deck. Tater stands right back in. And the pitch to her. That's in there for a strike call. It's 0-2. These calls are the same way on both sides. 0-2 now to Tater. She's right back in. Trying to get a little 2-out something going here. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's up high. 1-2 the count. Thompson, very disciplined at the plate. We'll look to something to drive here. With a 1-2 count. Steps back to the plate. Pitch on the way to her. That's a shot. And, oh, nice job there by Reardon as it took a bounce on her. She was able to knock it down with her free hand over the second base bag. And it's an infield here for the Lady Blue Comets. Got to give Thompson the hit on that one. Can't really call an error on Reardon. So here comes Eubanks to the plate. Casinda, 1 for 2 with a base on balls, scoring a couple of runs. So Thompson over at first with her 4th hit of the ball game. 16 hits now matches the number of runs. That's low. Quick snap down to first from Spear. But getting back in is Thompson as it's 1-0 now to Casinda at the plate. Eubanks. 1-0 count. 2 outs trying to move Thompson over. Here's the pitch. That's low, and here's Tater going to make a run for it there. She'll steal the bag. Nice job there to try by Spear. Stolen base by Lady Blue Comets. Their second one of the ball game puts a runner in scoring position. It's 2-0 here to send at the plate with 2 outs. And now runner in scoring position. And KB will be on deck. Strike call, 2-1. So Casinda right back in here with a 2-1 count. And the pitch. That's called strike 2. That'll look better than the first one. So now it's a 2-2 count. Gonna get another baseball in there to the left field. And we'll get that out of here. Now be ready to go here as it's a 2-2 count now to Eubanks. Blue Comets still up to bat. And fouling them around there, moving them around. Blue Comets have a bases full over there. And in the baseball game, just to our left. Here's the 2-2 to Casinda. Yep. Up on the inside is a full count. So now a full count here to Eubanks. She steps right back in. And the payoff pitch on the way now to Rooks. Blue Comets going to score some runs over there. There's a runner there, Reardon, down on it. She'll come up and make a good throw. Nice stretch there by Rooks. Gets her 6-3. And the Blue Comets get a hit, and they leave one on and no errors, and we go to the bottom of the third inning. It will be Leedy, Spears, and Rooks when we come back. It's 16-0 Lady Blue Comets with the lead here on your home for the Blue Comets, Z95.3.
Starting off for Coffeyville, number 7, Shaylee Leedy.
Alrighty, we're back here as we start to the bottom of the third inning, and the Lady Blue Comets lead is 16-0. Eubanks back in the circle for the Blue Comets, and first pitch is ball one here to the third baseman, Leedy. Went over and checked on the Blue Comets. They are leading it right now 5-0 over Coffeyville in their game. So go Blue Comets. Leedy 1-0. That's low for a 2-0 count here from Eubanks. Eubanks, 34 pitches, 1 strikeout, 1 base on balls, giving up the 1 hit and no runs. Pitch going to be a little runner there back to Eubanks, and she'll go 1-3. And that's out number 1. So first out of the inning here on the third. Going to the top of the order will be the catcher Spear, reached on a base on balls. Her first time at the plate. So 1 out, nobody on. As Spear, the catcher's done a great job here behind the dish for the Lady Going Tornadoes. Steps in here for the second time. Eubanks gets her to run out there. She'll come off the circle and make her just get her by a step. Nice play by Casinda. Just does get her. Spear down the line quick. But Eubanks there by a step and gets her. Here comes Rooks, the left fielder, to the place. She's flat out to second. Tater Thompson made a great play on the fly ball, going towards second base and off of the dirt and into the grass to make the grab back into the first inning. So she'll step up here with 2 outs and nobody on. Low on the inside, ball 1. So looking for a 1-2-3 inning here for Lady Blue Comets. And Rooks, 5 all, and it's going to be out of play, foul, 1-1 to count. So Blue Comets winning over there. They are 9-7 on the year. They can win a couple of those games there. Just got to keep winning. They should be able to secure that number 1 spot in their regional with the wins today. Swing and a miss by Rooks. It's now 1-2. Lady Blue Comets just need to keep winning. Need a couple wins here today. Need Altamont to lose a couple, and then play good against, maybe get a win or 2 against Fort Scott. And it'll probably be Blue Comets and Fort Scott in that regional first round. Outside, it'll be a 2-2 count here to Rooks. It's kind of the way I'm guessing it'll come around here. But Lady Blue Comets got to win both these today and win those 2 against Fort Scott next Thursday. And we'll probably end up being the 3rd seed. And that's low on the outside, runs the count full, 3-2. Now, your Blue Comets, they keep winning. They should be the 1st seed. And they'll be in Altamont for their regional, which will be. Lady Blue Comets will host at Santa Fe Park So get out there, Santa Fe, and watch the Lady Blue Comets in their regional. Fouling it back to the screen. Rooks fighting him off. Now, Coffeyville is in our baseball regional, but not in our softball regional. Pretty much same teams except for Coffeyville. Full count to Rooks. Eubanks delivers. On the infield, Drake. Foul ball. As Drake and Eubanks need to call for it there. And a little confusion, and the ball gets away, so it's a foul ball. Should have been caught. That should have been Drake calling him off. Eubanks and Drake, thank goodness they don't have a bigger collision than that, and everybody's okay. So back in the box goes Rooks with another chance at it here after the foul ball. Rooks lands in. That's going to go out into left field. And going back on it there is the left fielder. That is Sophie Emling. She'll make the play. 4 1-2-3 inning here for the Lady Blue Comets. So they get to no hits. They leave none. And we will go to the 4th inning. Lady Blue Comets lead is 16-0. Babcock, Thompson, and Jacket to the plate. We come back. Z95.3. Alrighty, folks, we're back here, and that's going to wrap up game number 1. I thought they had to play 4, but it is after 3. They'll give them the run rule here. So Lady Blue Comets will now go to an 8-9 record on the year. So one more game coming up here to maybe get the record at 500, which would be a very good for the Blue Comets here. Good hitting, 16 hits, brought in 16 runs, and they had one error that brought in a run for them as well by Coffeyville. But a good job by the Lady Blue Comets. As I said, 16 runs, 16 hits. They didn't have any errors. They left 4 on the base paths. It was no runs with 1 hit and only 2 left on the base paths for Coffeyville through the 3 innings of work. Cassandra Eubanks doing a great job here, came in pitching. I'm sure Sophie Emling will be the pitcher for game number 2 as we get ready for that one. As I said here, we are Twyla McMillan, a post-game wrap-up show here. I thought we had to play 4, but we only had to play 3 with that number on the board there. 16-0, Lady Blue Comets win game 1. The guys are running right now in the game of, hang on, Fiscus, what's the score? 4-0? Fifth. Okay, cool. All right, so it is 4-0, top of the 5th for the Blue Comets over there against Coffeyville. Desperately need to keep winning, not desperately, but keep winning those ball games, keep that number 1 seed. As nicely Mr. Fiscus lets us know what the score is over there. As they're going to the bottom of the 5th inning. The top of the 5th inning, it looks like, for the Blue Comets. We have senior night here in Coffeyville for the Lady Tornadoes. So that's what they got going on here. But there's your Twyla McMillan post-game wrap-up show. Lady Blue Comets win this one 8-9. We got game number 2 coming up here shortly. So we got to have a little break. We're going to get it back to the great music here on Z95.3. But if I had to pick an Horizon Aerostructures player of the game, I don't know. I think I got to give it to Taylor Thompson because Taylor came in and she had 4 big hits. She had 4 or 5 RBIs in there. Taylor, she played really good have a couple plays out there in the outfield she did really good with. So Taylor Thompson is our Horizon Aerostructures player of the game here in game number 1 for the Lady Blue Comets. So they win it here to go to 8-9 on the year, try to get to 9-9 on the year with a win here in game number 2. So we're going to take a break here for about 20 or 30 minutes while they do senior night here in Coffeyville. And we'll be back to bring you game number 2 here shortly. So let's get to the music there, back in the studio, Zach, and we'll come back here in just a bit, bring you game number 2. And you're home for the Blue Comets, Z95.3. Oh, I did. I thought we had to play 4. Yeah, I thought we had to play 4 innings no matter what. Okay, hang on one second.